I want to welcome the millions and millions of Scottish non-Christians walked away from Christianity, deconstructed and deconstructing Christians. Welcome to the family. Now this is a hardship though. The hardship is for the Church of Scotland, who finds themselves in a position where since 2001 to today, they have lost millions of parishioners. And because they have lost millions of parishioners, they've lost millions upon millions of dollars. And because they've lost millions upon millions of dollars, they are now in a position where they have thousands of churches that they now have to sell. And these churches are being sold from anywhere from 35,000 pounds and up. So if you're in the market to buy a Scottish church in Scotland, 35,000 pounds and up can get you that church. It's prime real estate. Grass is green. Does have some bitter winters, but you're close to St. Andrews, which is a great golf course. Many Christians now will say that this is just proof of the Bible, that the great falling away is going to happen. The Scottish church has also lost 40% of their priests. So this is part of the great falling away that Christians are going to claim in order for them to be able to deal with this situation. Now, if you were someone who was writing and creating Christianity in the early 1st century, 2nd century, 3rd century, up until it became the religion of Rome, and when Rome had it in the 4th century and carried it into the 5th and 6th century, it would be really smart of you to say, as a means of recovery, as a means of validating your religion, that at some time frame, there will be a great falling away. Because as you know history, at one point in the Roman Empire, people worshiped the Greek gods, but then there was a falling away to the Roman gods. And then there's a falling away from the worship of Mithra and Apollo. And so they became Christian. Knowing that history, it would be smart to write that someday there will be a falling away from the very religion to which you are creating and that you are utilizing to dominate and control people. Being a Mediterranean culture, you have seen other religions, the Kemetic religion, the Canaanite religion, the Mesopotamian religion. You know of all these other religions that fell away for the new religion that was coming based on the new empire. So if you wanted to always maintain control, the Roman Church realized that we must write things in our book so that people will always be able to say, look at those people. They're walking away from the church. It was prophesied because it's a natural progression of religion, just as it's a natural progression of empires. Empires rise, empires fall. Religion in the same, rise and they fall. And generally they rise and fall according to the empire to which is propping them up. Now that is just strategic thinking on my part. Is there any proof that that is what the Roman writers, the bishops, the Irenaeus and the Jeromes and the Justin Martyrs, is there any proof that that is what they were thinking? No, there's not. This is just critically thinking through the process of the Bible, recognizing that these were men of power and men of political understanding. And so if they didn't think that way, then they were idiots. But they weren't idiots. These were very intelligent men, and they knew what to write. And therefore, this is why you got parts of your Bible that says that whatever government you are born under is the government that God appointed you under. That way you couldn't rise up against the government, because then you would be rising up against God. Make sense? That math is mathing. The math that this was predicted, when you can easily see that all religions go through it, that math is not mathing at all. But as we continue to grow in our knowledge, grow in our understanding, be able to research and find out more and more information concerning the writings of these books, the creations of these religions, the followers and believers of this religion, the concepts of the universe and how it functions, there is absolutely no way that the religions of old will continue to survive over the next millennium. That Christianity in itself will begin to, has begun to die, but will completely die out to where it becomes a small cult faction of people. Islam will follow the same path. So will Judaism. So will Hinduism. So will all the isms as we continue to progress. Unless there is a extinction level event that happens on the planet and civilization is reset, then those religions may be able to survive. But most likely even they in their incarnation will not. They will become something different. This is the natural order of things. The reason why we don't know of the religions that go beyond 8,000 BCE is because of the Younger Dryas freeze and because of the Ice Age that lasted for 30 to 50,000 years. We have no idea what those people who existed on the planet before that extinction level event, what they believed. And so religion started anew. Religion became created anew in and around 8,000 years ago. This is why we have the religions we have today. None of those religions were around prior to that. So that indicates that all these religions were created by man. So for all the Scots, welcome. Welcome to the family. It's encouraging to see you. It's encouraging to know you. Go on and buy up some of them churches. Some of them historical, you may want to keep them around. But other than just historical reasons, vitalize your country. Build nice condos, nice housing complexes. Build new industries, because that is the value of the land, of what it can produce. Turn it into farms, whatever is needed in your country at the time. But don't just let them sit there. Don't just let them dilapidate. Create something out of it. And always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.